A Late Show with Stephen Colbert this past Wednesday, Taylor Swift, now 35, directly addressed those who believe she should step out of the public eye. She talked openly about the advice she's received throughout her career, the scrutiny she faces, and the personal milestones that have defined her year. Swift mentioned the importance of seeking guidance from people who have shown remarkable staying power, explaining that she looks up to individuals who have managed to maintain long-lasting careers, enduring friendships, and stable relationships. She said that in her experience, there are pockets of society that truly admire longevity and aspire to achieve it themselves. Swift explained that she often asks herself, and those she trusts, how one can keep something good going over the years. Subscribe now for more inside stories from the world's biggest stars. On the flip side, she admitted that she's also well aware of critics who'd rather see her fade away, step back, and let the world reminisce about her past achievements instead of her current ones. She repeated the criticisms she's heard, noting that some people say, "Let someone else have a moment. Why don't you disappear for a bit so we can talk about what you used to do?" Swift's answer to that suggestion was simple: she doesn't want to. She said she's not interested in stepping away or relinquishing her spot. She wants to keep moving forward, doing the work she loves. Swift then shared the names of 3 people she trusts most for advice: legendary singer Stevie Nicks, renowned producer Max Martin, and her fiancé, Travis Kelce. She explained that she can discuss anything with Kelce and that he's become a vital part of her support system. She reflected on the changes and achievements of 2025, calling it a good year, and pointed out 2 major events: her engagement and her successful effort to reclaim her music masters. Swift acknowledged that both of these milestones once looked impossible to her, and she expressed deep gratitude for seeing them come to fruition. She added that being able to regain control over her early recordings was something she fought hard for, and now, looking back, she's thankful it happened alongside her engagement, which she described as equally meaningful. Swift and Kelce had announced their engagement in August through a joint post on Instagram, sharing their happiness with fans. Their relationship began when Kelce attended one of her Eras Tour concerts, and from there, their connection grew stronger. As Swift recounted these events, she made it clear that she appreciates the journey, both in her personal life and career, and doesn't take any of it for granted. Don't miss out. Subscribe for more exclusive celebrity updates. Reflecting further, Swift spoke about the value of having mentors and friends who have weathered the ups and downs of public life. She said that watching people like Stevie Nicks handle fame and longevity taught her valuable lessons about resilience and authenticity. Swift described Nicks as someone who's been through every imaginable phase of public opinion, yet continues to inspire and push boundaries. She credited Max Martin for his influence on her music, saying that his consistency and creative genius helped her navigate transitions in her sound and style. Swift was candid about how relationships, both professional and personal, can provide stability when the world seems unpredictable. She mentioned that her friendship with Kelce grew out of mutual respect and understanding, and that having someone outside the music industry to confide in helped her see things from a different perspective. Swift recalled how Kelce's support gave her new confidence, especially when dealing with intense media attention. She highlighted how sharing her life with someone who isn't fazed by the spotlight allowed her to relax and be herself. Swift also discussed the challenges that come with constant public scrutiny. She explained that there's always pressure to reinvent herself, but she's learned to focus on what feels right rather than chasing trends or trying to please everyone. She shared that the desire to keep creating and performing outweighs any urge to step away just because some people think it's time for a change. Swift said she's motivated by her love for music and her connection with fans, which continues to fuel her passion. She pointed out that every phase of her career has brought new lessons and opportunities, and she's determined to keep evolving. For more stories on resilience and success, hit subscribe. Turning to her personal life, Swift talked about the significance of her engagement to Kelce. She said that finding someone who truly understands her world and can offer honest advice has been transformative. Swift described Kelce as someone who listens without judgment and always encourages her to follow her instincts. She explained that their relationship is built on trust and mutual support, which she values deeply. Swift shared that getting engaged was not just a romantic milestone, but also a moment of reflection on how far she's come. She said that both she and Kelce have faced challenges in their respective fields, and supporting each other through tough times has made their bond stronger. Swift mentioned that their engagement announcement was met with overwhelming support from fans and friends, which made the experience even more special. She talked about how their journey together began with a simple concert and grew into something she never expected. Swift said that being able to share her happiness publicly was important to her, as it allowed her to connect with fans on a more personal level. She also spoke about reclaiming her masters, describing it as a hard-fought victory. Swift explained that regaining control over her early music was a goal she pursued for years, facing setbacks and resistance along the way. She said that the process taught her the importance of perseverance and standing up for what you believe in. Swift expressed gratitude for the support she received from fans throughout the ordeal, noting that their encouragement kept her motivated. She explained that owning her work has given her a new sense of freedom and creativity, allowing her to approach her music with renewed enthusiasm. Swift said that both her engagement and reclaiming her masters felt like dreams realized, and she's proud of the growth she's experienced. She emphasized that every step of her journey has been shaped by the people she surrounds herself with, and she's learned to appreciate the value of good advice and strong relationships. Swift concluded by saying that she's excited for what the future holds and remains committed to her craft and her fans. She thanked those who have supported her, promising to keep sharing her story through music and personal milestones. Subscribe to stay up to date with Taylor Swift's latest news and more inspiring stories from your favorite artists.